Hi guys, I know it's been a while. Sorry if I'm quiet. My mom's sleeping. I can't really show her, she'll get pissed. So shh. But you'll hear her snore. But a lot has happened lately, like a lot. So if I remember correctly, the last video I made, I explained that I was looking for a job and that I wanted to meet this guy I've been talking to, but I didn't want to go to the funeral with him, and I didn't. I really felt bad for not going, but at the same time, I knew it was just better that I shouldn't go, not as our first meeting, I know he needed my support, but I also didn't have the gas for it. Well, I found the gas, and I actually ended up meeting him last week. Yeah, wow. Literally, the funeral was Saturday, and I literally ended up being at his house on Tuesday because he had a game. And I figured, what better way to make up not going to his mom's funeral than going to a game, his game. So I went, of course. It was risky because we're broke right now, so using that gas when I could be possibly using it for interviews or stuff was a little risky, but I did it anyways because I felt he was gonna be, worth it if he was just gonna be a friend, or, who knows if it's gonna be more. So I went to his game, met a couple of his friends. He won his game, by the way. It was really good. Like, everybody on his team is amazing. I was like, I can barely play sports and everybody's just hitting home runs almost. I'm like, dear gosh. The other team had no chance. I mean, other than when they were on the outfield, the other team had a chance, but like when they were in the infield part, batting, I was amazed. I'm not a sports person, but I was amazed. So, sorry, my arms are tired. The reason being, I will get to later. Back on to what I was saying. Which I lost it. Oh, so I ended up going to his game. We spent some time. At first, I felt, I don't know if he felt, but I felt like I was having problems connecting with him. He, I don't know if he was nervous or if he just didn't, in his mind, adjust to the fact that I was around, so we didn't really talk much. His friends were around too, so it was like, we watch TV, that's not really talking, but, I push through. I'm an inquisitive person. I will ask my questions until I get answers. So I did, and, I got answers. We hung out, definitely bonded, for sure. We eventually got to the point of, breaking through that barrier, thank God. And I actually ended up staying the night. Yes. Yeah. Nothing. Oh, my mom. She can sleep through anything, but she can hear my voice because I'm her daughter. So if I be too loud, she'll wake up. Anyways, like I was saying. So, stay in the night. No, nothing like what your dirty minds are thinking. Just simple. We spent the night. I did stay the night in his room. He had a big queen-size bed compared to a couch. I was like, with this, yeah, I'm sleeping in that soft bed. So, it was great. We bonded, everything. We didn't end up kissing. I'm not going to tell you when we kissed, but it did happen. I didn't expect it to happen, but it did. So, it wasn't a date or anything. We were hanging out as friends, and that turned into a really long hangout. And then we kind of just got connected more than I knew. We had like a flirtatious thing going on. I just wasn't sure. You always have those flirtatious things through messages, but then all of a sudden it kind of dies out the moment you meet. Yeah, apparently it just needed a kickstart. Just a little. So that was great. hung out with him for the rest of the day until he went to another state. He's actually visiting a friend right now. He will be back soon, but we won't be able to hang out anytime soon because, you know, life. I have other things to do, especially since now my life is busy. You know what I mean? Yes. I have a job. I have a job. I have a job. I'm not kidding. I got a job. I literally got a call. What day was it? I literally got a call the day, the day before he was leaving, the second day, the next day after the sleepover, saying I possibly have a potential interview. All I have to do is wait to hear back from the other people because the job, the person who was currently in that position was being tardy and not coming in and stuff like that, and it just wasn't working out. And they told me this job could be temporary and turn into a permanent position with $13 an hour. Let me repeat that. $13 an hour. I've never been paid higher than $11.39, and that was at a college job. And then, you know, Washington State, our minimum wage is $11. So it used to be under that until that summer, but still. Anyways, but yeah, I got a job, and today was my first day, and I'm so happy, and everything's all good. Yay! So, I'm doing wonderful. The first job, okay, I had to tell you about this job. So it's for a trucking company. I help with like making sure all the filing and stuff for incidences and accidents. Wow, I can't even say it. Incidences and accidents. That's not what I meant. Accidents and incidences. Those things, they have their I's crossed, wow, I'm failing so bad right now. Their I's dotted and their T's are crossed and everything is in the file like it's supposed to. Get there today and it turns out they don't got anything ready. I'm like, wait, what? Turns out this section of the company, the management changed, and not only did that change, but because they've had so many temporary hires, because no one seems to be a perfect fit, everything's gone downhill. There's no process, there's no method, nothing's like, there's no organization, nothing. So my job is to work with my boss, who's the incident person, manager. He has a boss above him, but yeah. So I'm supposed to work with him, and we're supposed to get all that stuff all together. We have to figure out a procedure, how to get things done quickly and efficiently. We have to organize things. We have to get all the documentations. We have to make sure everybody's getting things done. And then once everything's back into order, we have to go and keep it that way. I'm just like, it's like starting off a new business. And it's like almost like a receptionist job. I just don't interact with a lot of people. I mean, I do interact with some of the truckers, but not much. So that's a little downfall, but hey, I don't hate office work, so I can live with that. And that just means I have more things to tell you guys, because now I have a job and I'm doing something. It's only a 30-minute drive. Yay! So a lot of things are going well. Well, I know, I keep moving the screen and it's probably really irritating you, and I'm sorry. My arms are tired. Literally, I've been typing on the computer all day long, dealing with files and all this stuff. So my arms are kind of like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm exhausted. But yeah, that's been my life. Everything's doing great. Finally got work. I'm still broke, but I get paid weekly. Thank you, Lord. So I'll get paid next week. But until then, still broke, which means I can't see the dude I've been telling you about. But that's okay. He's, you know, dealing with things. He's got other things to do. I have things to do. What can we do? And if he decides on his own, maybe to come up and see me, that's a different story. Because me driving an hour and a half to see him on a constant basis is gonna kill my car. gas-wise. And I don't have the ability to do it just yet. But once I will be, maybe we'll come to a compromise. And he'll come up. Sometimes I'll go down, sometimes, all that fun stuff. So, if you reach this end, thank you. I only know one person who will. But if anybody else does, love y'all. Put purple polka dots as like a comment down below if you actually did reach this point. And I will love you forever. Even if you're a hater. Love you guys. Have a good day.